Ooh boy, we got games coming out fast and furious now. So we gotta get going, we gotta round up these lists. And I'm probably gonna have to do more videos this week about new games coming out. We got them coming fast and furious. Well, on this big trophy roundup, we're gonna take a look at 3 games. We're gonna take a look at Persona 3 Reload. We're gonna take a look at Granblue Fantasy Relink, which Granblue is a series that is all over the place. First it was a gacha game, then it got 2 fighting games. Now it's getting a proper action RPG. And finally, we're going to take a look at Banishers Ghost of New Eden from Dotnod Entertainment, the guys who made Life is Strange. And I'm curious to see how that trophy run is going to turn up. But first, we have to take a look at Persona 3 Reload and see what's going on with this trophy run. Because as you know, this is a remake of the Persona 3 games. Sort of, because I know there's different versions. We actually just got a year ago the portable version, which you can get that Plat as well. And as you can see, the basis of this description here on PowerPicks, it says compared to Persona 3 Portable, the list for Reload looks faster to complete. This is because there are no separate playthroughs needed for male-female protagonists, so it can be done in a single playthrough. The overall trophy structure is also very similar to Persona 3 Portable. Many trophies are identical, but there are also some new ones. And I did take a look at this. I peered into it, and they're absolutely right here. Some trophies are exactly the same, even down to the name of the trophy. And as well, some of the trophies have a different name, but the criteria is exactly the same. For example, maxed out all social stats, called peak performance in this game. When you peer over to the Persona 3 Portable list, you have maxed out all social links, social butterfly. So there are exactly the same trophies, and I get it, it's the same game, so some of them of course are going to carry over, but some of them are exactly the same. But then there are some reductions as well, the big one being that you don't gotta do the game twice. Now you can do it in one playthrough, because you don't have to do it with the male and female protagonist. In this game, you just have the male protagonist. A pair of wild cards is not in Reload. And something also I found interesting is you have this trophy here, Thorough Bookkeeper. Complete their Persona Compendium. That is not in the Reload version. So I guess this is going to be not only faster to complete than 80 hours, because you don't got to do 2 playthroughs, but also I imagine easier, more or less easier to complete. Maybe this might be like a 4 out of 10 in comparison. I think you still have a bunch of missable trophies that makes this a lot more harder to do. And like that second playthrough might have been good to go ahead and help you get the ones you missed. But one playthrough now, less time according to PowerPicks. I kind of want to check this game out. I don't know what's the best way to get into this series. Maybe now is the time to check it out. Now let's move over to Granblue Fantasy Relink. And this is a big description here, so let's dive in. For the ultimate, we must beat the story up to Chapter Omega on Ultimate difficulty. Depending on whether or not Ultimate is unlocked from the start, it may take 2 playthroughs, potentially 1 to unlock this difficulty, then another on Ultimate. This list also requires a lot of completion requirements. We need all side quests, all characters, and their fate episodes / epilogues. So there's going to be like character exclusive side quests. All locked treasure chests, 20 Wii pinches, 30 archive entries, 50 treasure chests. We must also reach level 100 with a character. There are 4 trophies that sound like they could be also missable depending on whether there's chapter select or not. Sharpshooter, Cannon Crusher, Child of Darkness, and Flames Primeval Dragon. These require doing specific tasks in story chapters 4, 8, and Omega. Then the rest, I don't think that's Omega actually. I'm not good with my Greek signs. I'm just not, but it's that chapter. Then the rest are a bunch of miscellaneous and combat trophies. Overall, this will be a fairly lengthy platinum that requires close to 100% completion. This one, depending on chapter select and whether you have to do 2 playthroughs, this one could potentially be pretty difficult. It also depends how tough ultimate difficulty is going to be. I'm projecting this one to be in the 6 range, maybe more. Now, I tried the demo of this and I was having a pretty good time with it. What I did get the feeling for is that its systems are not, like, despite being an action RPG, which is like less strategic than your turn-based RPGs, I still get the feeling like there are a lot of involved systems. There's a ton of characters on screen that you can interact with. So this one might be kind of difficult. Let's go check out those trophies they're talking about. Sharpshooter and Cannon Crusher first. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, they're actually all in a row here. So you got Sharpshooter. Destroy all guided projectiles of an enemy barrage using a single charge shot from an ether cannon in chapter 4 of the main story. Sounds highly missable unless there's chapter select, and I don't know if there will be, but it sounds very missable. Sounds like a scripted moment where you can easily miss this if you don't do it properly. Cannon Crusher. Destroy all enemy cannons in chapter 4 of the main story. Yep, okay. Child of Darkness and Flames. Defeat Angara Mainyu without taking any damage while controlling Proto Bahamut in chapter 8 of the main story. Okay, no damage. No damage. Okay, probably don't want to do that on ultimate difficulty. And then Primeval Dragon. Defeat Bahamut Versa Omega without taking any damage while controlling Proto Bahamut in chapter Omega of the story. So, you got yourself some missable trophies to look out for. And they sound like they're kind of no joke. Sounds like they're very missable. That's gonna suck. Maybe there's more missable trophies as well. This one is sounding pretty tough. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this one's gonna be in the 6 out of 10 difficulty, especially considering how much you have to do. I've seen like Kingdom Hearts 1 around the 6 mark, and this sounds pretty close, especially if it does have some endgame bosses that you need to beat, which probably there will be. There might even be in that final chapter, the chapter whatever that sign is. This one sounds like it's gonna be tough. Good luck. And then finally, we're gonna take a look at Banishers Ghost of New Eden. This game looks right up my alley. I do love me some storytelling from Don't Nod. I think they do a great job. And here we go. There's no difficulty related trophies. We will need nearly 100% completion with most of the collectibles being required. The following collectibles are needed. All collectibles, all 88 equipments, all treasure maps, 50 soul grabbers, all haunted grounds, all cursed chests, all locked chests, and all shelters. If there's no difficulty related trophies, that's good. But with this many things, that's a lot. 88 equipments, all treasure maps, 50 soul grabbers. Maybe it is like an open world kind of experience, or like a hub world kind of experience. Like maybe there's a bunch of them. It's sounding pretty involved. It doesn't sound very hard. It sounds like more work. And then you also have stuff like I was looking through here, it just popped up. Reach level 25, so there is a level system in the game. Yeah, most of the trophies here, and you got some miscellaneous trophies, there always is, but most of them look like activate all shelters in New Eden, destroy 300 destructibles, all cursed chests in New Eden, all locked chests, all haunted grounds. This, I didn't know that this was gonna be like more of an open world affair. I thought this was more like a Plague Tale or Hellblade or The Last of Us. An open world game, more like Horizon, more like Tomb Raider maybe. This one, 3 out of 10. I think that's the sweet spot for this one, and that's where it's gonna be. Let me know down in the comments which of these 3 games you are gonna check out. They're coming out fast and furious, along with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League coming out very soon. Helldivers as well coming out very soon, and there's still more games coming out. I can't remember a time where January was stacked, February was stacked, March was monster stacked. I cannot remember a time back in the PS3 and PS2 days when this happened. Bro, we were starving for games at the beginning of the year, and then they came out around April, May, and then we were starving again until September, October, November, when everything else in the year came out. It's good they're spreading the wealth. It's better this way. Every month seems to be stacked as hell with something good to play. So we're eating good. Let me know which games you're gonna check out. And don't forget to subscribe to the Platinum XPerience for more videos like this, more trophy content. I got more in the can. And more videos like my God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC, where I'm going over every single trophy or going over the Platinum experience of the game, the Platinum Journey. I hope all your trophy hunting expeditions go incredibly well in Tartarus. And peace out.